My name's John Woody. I started dealing with this acid reflux, when I was eating. And then when I go to bed at night, my stomach would burn. And then when I was, like if I'm lying down, the acid would come back up through my esophagus. And so sometimes I would be lying down in the bed and you can feel it when it's coming up. And I would get up and sit in the recliner or either sit on the sofa and get me some pillows and put behind my head, and I would just sleep on the sofa or sleep in the chair, all night. I started dealing with that about maybe 12 or 13 years ago. I got to the point to where I didn't know what to do, so I finally went to the doctor. And he told me, you got what's called acid reflux. And I said, he explained a little what it was, and he put me on some pill called Zantac. Mine was prescription. And I asked him, I said, well, how long do I have to take these things? He said, for the rest of your life. And so, I said to myself, I said, no, it's not gonna be that long. I said, God's gonna heal me from this. And I believe in the power of prayer because I've seen him do so much in my life, I was sitting on the sofa one morning, and so when the 700 Club came on, I switched over to that. Gordon and Terry was talking, and they were saying, like, there's someone out there that's got this burning sensation in the stomach.
As someone else, you struggle with acid reflux with stomach acid, and God is just putting that all back in order again. You're not going to be experiencing it.
That got my attention when she said that. I'm saying, hey, now that's me. And I said, wow. So they said, we're going to pray for it. And so I prayed with them. And I told God, I said, I received that prayer for me. It was like God just stepped in and said, I got you. And it was like a warm feeling came over me. And that's like reassurance that God said, you cured of that. And then I stopped taking the Zantacs. And so from then on, about 6 months later, I wasn't having any problem. I wasn't taking the medication and I wasn't having any problem. I hadn't had any problems since then. To live free from that's a miracle in itself. And every day of my life, I cannot express enough how good God is. God said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. He said, I'm with you always. Hallelujah. If I could, I'd jump up and give you a little shout right here.